Hey, I'm Pete Hendrix, founder of Hendrix Classics & Co. And today I'm going to talk with you about how to use a shaving brush and soap to generate lather. And those of you coming from cartridge shaving will be used to getting shaving foam out of a can. And I'll tell you, you're about to enter, this is both more fun and enjoyable, and the quality of the lather is far superior. And the way that you do it is our brushes that we send are synthetic brushes. The technique with a synthetic brush is a little bit different than a natural bristle brush. I'll tell you, I personally prefer the synthetics for several reasons. And so what you'll do is you're standing there in front of the mirror getting ready to shave, turn on the hot water, and then reduce it to where it's about the thickness of a pencil lead. And let about a tablespoon, and I mean not much more than that, about a tablespoon into the bin, and put it in and start twirling it. And you can be a little bit aggressive. You can splay it up to about 25%. You don't want to splay the brush all the way, but it's fine to splay it up to about 25%. And one thing you'll notice is within a few seconds, the brush will soak up that water, and it's hard to describe, but you can just tell that you're not being effective. So put another tablespoon in there and swirl it some more. And if it stops being effective, then at that point go ahead and add just a few drops at a time. And we call this loading the brush. Load the brush about 30 seconds or so. It doesn't take long. And then you're ready to generate lather. And there are a couple of ways to do that. One is face lathering, and the other is with a bowl. And our starter kits don't include a shaving bowl, so I'm going to talk a little bit about face lathering. And even myself, when I shave, I have a shaving bowl, and I do some work with that bowl, but primarily I face lather because there are benefits associated with that as far as lifting the whiskers and making sure to get soap all the way around them. And so you've loaded the brush, and you're just going to start twirling around in circular motions on your face. And once you have gone around your face once on that, then you do painting motions. And at this point, there is a pretty good chance that your face is going to look like it has paste on it, and versus a nice cream. So what you'll do, you've got that hot water running, you want to get a few drops on your brush, paint each side, add a little more, paint each side, and then go back into the circular motion. And you'll go through this process until you get it just right. It will take you a little while to learn how to get it just right. I'll tell you, the consistency of whipped cream or Cool Whip is similar to what you're looking for. It's really going to be a little heavier than that, but that gives you a good idea. And if you have too much water, then if you start seeing soap dripping down on your torso and on your arms, then there's too much water. That's why in using a synthetic brush, you want to be very careful about how quickly you add water, because if you get too much, you're sling it all over yourself, which nobody likes. And then on the other end, you don't want the lather to look pasty. You want it to look kind of like a cross between whipped cream and yogurt. And you'll notice that it will start shining, and I don't mean like the bright light of the sun, but you can see a little bit of sheen in it. That's a good thing. And if you'll just do this, it'll take you a little while, and you'll learn exactly how to get the leather you really want. I think that covers it. Many thanks. And hey, make sure you reach out to us if you're having any trouble. We're here to help. Bye.